In September 2018, a man named Jeff Null uploaded a disturbing video to his channel, which he titled, "Man Trying to Enter My Home in the Middle of the Night." In it, a creepy man can be seen approaching the front door of a home and seemingly attempting to find a way in. At first, the break-in seems pretty non-threatening, but a few seconds later, the man begins pulling on the doorknob and talking to himself. Some of what he said you can somewhat make out, but most of it is unclear. Before the man can go any further with his break-in attempt, the homeowner calls out from a window and threatens to call the police.
Okay, I was just looking for my dog, Fido. Whoa. You don't have to get all like that and stuff, honey. You know, we could be friends.
The man gives an almost laughable excuse, saying he was just looking for his dog, Fido. He then tells the woman that they could be friends before walking off into the night. The man was never seen again by the uploader, and they still have no idea what his intentions were if he had gotten into the house. 10-year-old Graydon Dowland is a kid from Riverton, Utah. It was around 6 p.m. on a night in December. He was alone, walking home from basketball practice this night. At some point during his walk, he noticed a 4-door sedan driven by 2 men slowly lurking behind him. Graydon said he started walking faster when he saw it. Then the car drove up right next to him. The men inside rolled down their windows and told Graydon they had candy in the back seat, trying to entice him inside. This happened only blocks away from his house. He ignored the men and started to walk even faster away from them. A few seconds passed, and he made it to his house's front porch. His family's house had a doorbell camera, and as Graydon approached, you're actually able to see the car in the background. He continued to look over at it as he walked up to the front door. He tried the front door handle, but realized it was locked. At the exact same time, the car's reverse lights turned on, and it started heading toward him. Graydon yells out and quickly grabs nearby rocks to defend himself. He then runs to his next-door neighbor's house. Their door was unlocked, so he let himself in and immediately locked it behind him. The car can then be seen turning around and following him. For the next several minutes, the car lurks around the area, waiting for Graydon to come back outside. Police were called and a report was made. Graydon described the men as being in their 30s or 40s with no facial hair. Both Graydon's family and the police have almost no doubt in believing the men were trying to kidnap him that night. This clip was captured at 5 o'clock in the morning on October 2nd, 2022. In it, 3 men are shown standing in front of this house's front door. They're carrying weapons and wearing masks resembling the ones from the movie The Purge. One of them sees the doorbell camera and immediately puts his hand over it. For a good portion of the video, all you can see is his glove. But for a second, he uncovers the camera, revealing all 3 men up close. They are seen leaned up against the wall and crouching low to the ground, clearly trying to stay under the view of anyone inside. That's when the homeowner finally wakes up to all the motion-detected notifications on his phone. He pulls up the app, but all he sees is a glove covering the camera. Having not yet seen any earlier footage, he goes on the speaker and tries to identify who's on his front porch.
Hello? 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 Hello?
The men do not respond, so the homeowner called the police. By the time the police arrived, though, the men were gone. Many believe they were trying to lure the homeowner into opening the door so they could rob him. But why then not try to convince him to come to the door when he came on the doorbell speaker? It's more likely they were trying to pick the lock while the camera was being covered. What they then planned to do when they got inside is anyone's best guess. Late at night on a street in Canton, Baltimore, two men approach a parked pickup truck and verbally abuse a man standing nearby.
Scared of you? Fallujah made me scared, my friend. You
Come back.
do not strike fear in my
Come
heart.
back when you're ready. No, when you're ready, come back.
Actually, yeah. You
Scared as Nah, you're a
Talk some shit! Talk some more shit! Talk some shit! You want to talk shit again? No! Tell me no! Tell me no! Say no! Say it! Say it! Say it! Say it or I end you right here! Say it or I end you! I will end you right.
The argument gets heated. One of the men walks back to the truck, pulls out a bat and walks back toward the other man. He strikes once, then harder. The third strike hits the victim in the head. The man falls face down in the street. The attacker slips and falls, then gets up and continues striking the victim multiple times while he is down. No one stops him in the clip. There are no police in the frame. At the end of the video, the victim appears motionless and the attacker is still hitting him. This video was captured in Kansas City. The doorbell footage shows a man appearing on the left side of the screen and climbing on the guardrail. He was trying to stay out of frame as he attempted to take the Ring camera off of the home. Inside the home was a woman and her son. The man was the woman's ex-boyfriend. He failed to remove the camera, so he left, but returned 30 minutes later. This time, he had a cloth to cover the camera. Three minutes later, the homeowner's son ran into her room, frantic, telling her their car was on fire. Police and firefighters were called to the scene, but not before the fire destroyed their car and most of their home. Mary Ann, an expert in abusive relationships, responded with, "Abusive relationships are about power and control, and when that power and control is taken away, or it's minimized, then what we see is those efforts are escalated to try and get them back." Police are currently looking for the homeowner's ex-boyfriend seen in the video. This footage was captured at 4:30 a.m. on April 29, 2023. It happened in El Paso, Texas. The video shows a young woman running up to the front door of a house and ringing the doorbell. Although nobody else can be seen in the frame, terrified, she looks over her shoulder multiple times as if she was being followed. The woman begs for help and starts crying when nobody answers the door. A few seconds later, a car's headlights come into view in the background. As soon as she sees the light, the woman crouches down behind a column. She does the same thing again when she sees the neighbor's driveway lights turn on. After a few minutes of waiting, a car's headlights illuminate the driveway, and the woman walks down the steps towards it. It's possible that she got in the car, but this wasn't caught on the Ring camera. As soon as the footage was made public, many people started speculating that the woman might have been the victim of trafficking and was trying to escape her captors. But others believe that she had a totally different motive. Several viewers mentioned that if she really had been in danger, she wouldn't have hid from the neighbors when she saw their driveway lights turn on. Another thing that caught viewers' attention is the fact that at the very beginning of the video, the woman isn't actually running. She appears to be casually walking up the steps, and she only begins to run when she comes into view of the doorbell camera, which suggests that the whole thing might have been a robbery setup. Less than a month after the footage was uploaded, El Paso police arrested 34-year-old Christine Nicole Cordeau for burglary. After her mugshot was released, some people believe that it was the same woman from the video due to their resemblance, but police never officially confirmed this. It's unclear if she was ever seen in the neighborhood again. On a rainy morning in 2020, a Ring camera captured a woman walking up to the front door of a house and ringing the doorbell repeatedly. Strangely, the woman keeps her mouth wide open almost the entire time, but it's unclear if this is due to the influence of drugs or maybe if it's a symptom of potential illness. After a few seconds of waiting, the woman turns around and leaves. The fact that she can be seen apparently putting her fingers in her mouth as she turns to leave suggests that she might have been in pain, a theory that was echoed by several viewers in the Reddit thread where the clip was originally posted. Other viewers suggested the woman might have been sleepwalking as a result of some powerful sleep medication. But because the clip was captured at 6 a.m., it's also possible that she had been wandering around all night. However, it remains unclear if the woman was genuinely asking for help or if she was possibly planning to do something else entirely. Ailey Porath is a mother of two daughters, one 13 years old and one 3 years old. On the night of February 20th, 2022, the three of them went shopping together. Their home security camera would show them returning home. They're seen walking inside and closing the door behind them. Shortly after, a man walks into frame from around their parked truck. The very first thing he does is try to open the door.
Who are you talking to? Why? Why?
After knocking a few times, the man walks away. However, they later found out through a neighbor's camera that, for the next 5 minutes, he walks around the house on his phone. Ali further reviewed the videos and found that it appears the man had been following them in his car all the way from the store. A few seconds after they park in the driveway, his car drives a bit further and parks a few houses down. After a few more seconds, he gets out and starts walking towards them. Thankfully, they were able to get everything inside and the door locked before he got there. Ali ended by writing, "I don't know what this man's intentions were, but I don't think it was to rob us. I do believe that this was random and that we were not specifically targeted, but that he saw an opportunity when he saw a woman and two girls go into a house alone. Police were alerted and they did search the area, but the man in the video was never found." Late one night in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, a woman named Savannah captured something absolutely terrifying on her Ring camera. At around 10:20 p.m., a man appeared at her front door. He began violently slamming his body against the woman's door, trying to force his way inside. After several attempts, the man stumbled back and fell over the porch railing. Terrified, the woman calls the police. Here's what happened. The Myrtle Beach Police Department reported that the officers took the man to the hospital for treatment, and he was later arrested. It's quite obvious the man was under the influence of drugs, or was possibly having some sort of manic episode. Either way, this would have been terrifying to experience. On July 15, 2022, a TikToker uploaded this chilling footage of an unexpected visit to her home while she was gone. In it, a disturbing voice can be heard asking to be let in at her house's back door.
Let me in. Me. In.
The person repeats the words, "Let me in," as they scratch and knock on the back door. The eerie quality of the voice, coupled with the fact that nobody can be seen on screen, led a lot of viewers to come up with different theories as to who may have been at the door. During the entire video, a human shadow can be easily made out in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, but the person themselves never walks in front of the camera. Some viewers suggested this alludes to the footage being staged. Others, however, think that someone with malicious intent could be targeting her house and urge the user to be careful. To this day, it hasn't been confirmed what exactly this footage shows, and no further updates have been made by the TikTok user.